Why don't you make a video called "This is why I'm excited about Vision Pro"?
Dude, because no one's clicking on that video.
I rest my case, everybody.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trends Tech. And today I have a whole list of reasons why I'm excited about the Apple Vision Pro. So I'd like to thank John and Sam for giving me this idea as I was watching their podcast. So jumping straight into it, the first reason why I'm excited about the Apple Vision Pro is I get to be first to see Apple's take on mixed reality. Now, when I go throughout the years of covering tech and looking at tech, I've missed out on so many things. I honestly missed out on the first iPhone. I missed out on the first iPad. I missed out on the first MacBooks. And there's been a lot of products that I've missed out on. This is the first product that I have the opportunity to experience firsthand ahead of time before everybody else, and I have the opportunity, and I don't want to miss that opportunity. Now, yes, VR has been around for plenty of years. A lot of people want mixed reality or AR and glasses and all that stuff. Other companies have done this. However, I am excited to see Apple's take on it, partly due to the reason that there have been plenty of times in the past where I didn't give the iPhone a shot. I was the biggest Android jerk around. I'd tell people to go jump off a bridge if they had a whole iPhone or whatnot, because I was just, I kind of became a little bit of just like a tech elitist jerk, so I was that with Android. I was like PC master race. And to be really honest, until I started trying Apple products and really giving them a shot, I had no idea what I was talking about as far as why I hated the things. And once I started to use them, once I started to learn them, I actually started liking them. I have an iPhone. I have an iPad. I have a MacBook Pro now. I have AirPods. All these things I said I would never buy, I have them now. I enjoy them. I like them. Are there issues with some of them? Sure, but I still enjoy it enough to where I'm like, dang, I should have really gave that a shot. And to be honest, when I saw the Vision Pro, I'm like, if I could afford it, if I could get one, I would really give it a shot. So that is my first reason why I'm excited about it. Second reason, this is going to sound really ridiculous to a lot of people, but I actually like the design. I don't have an issue with it looking like ski goggles. I'm not sure why everybody decided to go, jump off all crazy. Like, oh my God, ski goggles. It's the weirdest thing on earth. Have you seen other VR headsets and some mixed reality headsets? There are some really crazy robotic, robotech, crazy things out there. And those things are designed more for function as over form, right? Apple kind of rides this line between making something look good and the functionality of it. And to be honest, it's one of those things that when I looked at back in WWDC, I'm like, all right, it's kind of cool. It's kind of growing on me a little bit. But now that I look at it and I've seen it on people's faces and I've actually seen the product materials and we've seen more of it instead of like all these like just random shots, I'm like, you know what? I don't care what anybody says. I like it. I can't sit there and go based off of what the world thinks about something. I can only go based off of what I like, and I like it, and I'm excited for it. I already got it ordered. I can't wait to go pick it up next Friday, and I just want to be there. I want to enjoy the thing. So, yeah, the design, I like it. I love it. I'm there with it. Number 3, it's something new from Apple that people have, been complaining about for the longest time. So for the longest time, every single tech creator, news publication, even fans have been talking about, we are waiting for Apple to do something new. We don't care what it is, as long as it's something different from just another iPhone with a similar design from last year and a similar software experience. Everybody's been talking about how they don't care about iPads anymore. Everybody's been talking about how boring MacBooks have become, even though we just went from Intel to M1 and everybody was happy. But now all of a sudden, M2, M3, those are boring. Give us something new, Apple. We want something new. We're bored. hey, here you go. Here's a Vision Pro. We are stepping into the mixed reality market. I was excited about it. Everybody else was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Why would you do that? It's such a dead technology. Nobody cares. Go buy a MetaQuest Pro. But I think what happened is a lot of people looked at the price and they got like, sticker shock. And don't get me wrong, like that's a pretty hard pill to swallow. But then more people kind of looked for just well, I'm not going to use this. And I'm like, hey, look, you wanted something new. Apple gave you something new. So there's other people out there that are excited about this. And I'm excited, like I said, because it's something brand new. So just take what you can get from Apple at the end of the day. Number 4, I am excited at the potential and how this product can be used. So I said this the other day in like a longer, more drawn out stream, but essentially I'm excited for all the things that they've shown us. The fact that you can consume media different ways, the fact that you can record memories, the fact that you have this high fidelity pass through and all of these other different things as far as the technology is concerned. That's exciting. And to me, I don't know how to explain it to other people without getting super nerdy and drilling down into it, but something going beyond my phone, something going beyond a tablet, something going beyond a fold-up computer, new technology. Hey, I'm completely there. The fact that they're showing us these little demos of 3D art and technology and being in a movie theater and all this other stuff. I'm excited for that. I want to try it. I want to see it for myself. And I want to be able to tell people whether or not I think this is something that is cool versus the whole, is it worth $3,500? Is Apple's stock price going to go up and down? They're not going to sell so many units. Like, that doesn't matter to me. I care more about the technology than I care about the business part. Number 5, I'm excited for the specs and the technology inside of the headset. So now that part where I said, I'm more excited about the technology, I'm excited at the fact that somehow, some way, whether it's technology that already exists or the fact that Apple just did this, the fact that you're going to have 4K resolution in each eye, to me as a tech person, that blows my mind. That makes me excited because I'm sitting there, I'm used to looking at like 4K monitors, and these monitors are big and they take up space and all that stuff. I can then take this and put it on my face and see this stuff. Okay, sure, bad battery, other concerns may be uncomfortable, maybe not, but just the fact that we've gotten to that point, okay? This takes me back to the days of when we first saw the first computers and the first phones and the first everything. Everybody said that those are not the future because technically they weren't. They were the present. They were the best that we had at that time. And if this is the best that Apple has currently with the specs, with the pass through, the fidelity, the pass through being like 12 milliseconds, you can blink your eye and that's like 100 milliseconds. So think how fast 12 milliseconds is. So just the specs alone, basically a computer on your face. This is stuff that I used to dream about when I was a kid watching Star Trek, The Next Generation, okay? For all of my fellow nerds out there, and I'm sorry, regular people may not understand this, but if you were a kid and a nerd in the 90s, this is the stuff that you dreamed about, all right? You weren't out there looking for reasons to say, oh, this sucks. You were just like, oh my goodness, this is going to be a thing. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm just into it. Just straight up, just the specs alone. I could sit there and read the whole thing. It may not make sense to you, but a lot of these specs really do make sense to me, and they really do speak to me as well. Number 6. Now, I did mention this part about, replacing monitors and substituting Macs or whatever, but essentially, if you think about it, the Vision Pro could either replace a lot of things or it could be a convenient substitute for other things. So Another example I use, let's say I wanted to go hop on a plane and go to my parents' house, and they live states and states away. I sometimes don't want to carry my entire setup ensemble of my monitor, my this and my that and this and whatever. I could just take the Vision Pro with me. Also, what else could it replace? I could put the Vision Pro on and I could just record things from a first person point of view instead of walking around and trying to hold my iPhone while I'm trying to do something. While I have the Vision Pro on, I can have both hands free while I'm working on something. Maybe I have a video up teaching me how to do something and I'm just sitting there just doing it and repeating the same steps, or, maybe this makes my entire travel ability just lighter and easier. And if everything's supposed to line up with the way it was advertised, that's a cool thing to have. And that's something that I would use, because be honest, no one's going to take their monitors over to their parents' house. They're going to leave their monitors there. Or a good example is, like, right now I have my whole setup down here. Well, if I could just put the Vision Pro on and go upstairs and work upstairs, cool. Or, like I said, with that whole thing where you're working and someone comes into your line of view and you can hold a conversation with them, I'm going to tell you right now, try just having that part right there is cool. Or if you look at it, like if you wore a headset before and you couldn't see out of it, but then they could see you, even if these are digital eyes, okay? That part to me is exciting. The fact that you can have that one-to-one feedback. Some people think it's creepy. I actually think it's kind of cool. So that's another reason why I am excited for this thing. Number 7, full immersion. I want to do the full immersion thing because, to be honest, sometimes you want to get out, you want to get away. If you live anywhere up north and you're in the middle of a snowstorm and you just want to get out or, blank out from anything or just do something different, you really can't. You can look out the window and stare at the snow. You can walk outside or be cold. Or I could say, you know what? Let me put this headset on and let me just get lost into something just for a little while, just to take a break. We've all talked about, mental anxiety and stress and stuff like that. And I'm just thinking of all the different ways that you could use this. They're talking about meditation, for people who can't travel, for people who are physically disabled, maybe for whatever reason, anything could be happening. You could then take that headset, even if it's going into a digital space, being able to see something else or have a different landscape, honestly, is worthwhile to me. And I'm ready for it. It's something that I would use and I would absolutely love. So there's so many things coming to mind, but I'm going to try and, wrap this up a little bit. Number 8, I'm excited for the competition that it will foster. Usually what happens is, even if Apple is late to the game, other companies will take notice of Apple and they will either try and match them or one up them. So you'll have a company that comes out and they'll see Apple will be making moves and they'll say, oh, no, wait, Apple, we now have this product that competes with your product and it does it better, cheaper, and faster. Guess what, everybody? That is good. That is good for you. That is great for everybody watching this video right now that likes to spend money or is a consumer, customer, whatever. You want companies to fight for you, okay? You don't want to have to fight for a company. And usually when competition gets involved, companies step up. When there's more options, when a customer can walk away and go somewhere else, that company now has to fight harder to keep you in, okay? That's a good thing. Now, yeah, would you have some, people who are Apple fans that are never going to leave? Sure. But I'm pretty sure you got some Google fans, you got some Samsung fans, you got some fans of other VR technologies that want their stuff to get better. Guess what? If you're a business and you're the only game in town, you don't have to get better. But if somebody else comes along, they have a little bit better offer, a little bit better price, then hey, you got to step it up too. So that's what I'm excited for. I'm excited to see where this landscape goes and how far we get with this. Already, you do have AR glasses, but they're not as capable as the mixed reality headsets. Maybe this is something that helps push them a little bit further because you want to beat Apple to the punch. And I'm no, Apple loyalist or anything, but I just like to see the technology get pushed further. But this is all the stuff that I'm thinking about. This is all the stuff that nobody else is talking about or thinking about. What are we stuck on? We're stuck on the price. We're stuck on how it looks. We're stuck on, is it going to be a failure based off of public perception? We are stuck on so many other things that in the grand scheme, when we're talking about what the product is, what it does, who is it for, what you can use, if we sat down and really thought about it and not tried to do like this whole headline fear, oh my goodness, attention thing, then we might actually see the possibilities of it and you might actually be excited. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you did like the video. I will be talking more about the Vision Pro. I'll be having one pretty soon, and I'm going to be covering that thing from top to bottom. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch you later. Peace.